Way back in 1957, we are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's fine. Let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Well open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and 12.
Let's go, come on. Nice play, baby, nice play. Back to north. Yeah, Liz. No.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And out come the Dolphins now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Osweiler again. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
The throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Leopard!
2nd and 10 now, Osweiler. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, it's Osweiler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Over. So, hey, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Osweiler. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Osweiler on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And Stills bringing it in. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal, it's Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, check 26. Yeah. Oko, over here.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down.
Well.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
319! 319!
And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
We are going.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Osweiler got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Leopard! Over! Gone!
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Going deep here for Still. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Still is the intended target. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Osweiler, wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Go.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
Watching that, Barney. Back into that Philly. Here we go. Over.
They'll start the drive with Dre. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Josh Jones in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Gone. Leopard, hot.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
Zoom. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours?
On second down, here's Rodgers. And will be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Akeem Spence coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Cobb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Over here. Jumbo!
To throw is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Back now at Lambeau, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Leopard!
Now Osweiler on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gone! Leopard!
On second down, Osweiler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit!
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Yeah. You don't want none. Zoom.
Rodgers looking to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Mike Daniels able to get in there and drop him behind the line. From the gun, it's Osweiler. It's caught, Stills, right side. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Liz. 319.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. But sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Osweiler's going to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action, now Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arm.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown